all things local, focal, and getting vocal. Think global, act local.
Okay lah.
BBQ Impacts Private Limited. Think local, act global. What?
I thought think global, act local, no?
Think global, act local. Timid. I don't know anything lah. Fuck it.
Okay.
I am Daddy Vibes.
I am Baby Q.
And we are
Cookie Max.
Second lah.
Oh, you go to future already, huh?
Then he, abang, I said, bro. I said, that's right, bro. Welcome back to the third part of the podcast.
Yes, sir.
All things local, focal, and getting vocal. Think global, act local.
Okay lah.
BBQ Impacts Private Limited. Think local, act global.
I thought think global, act local, no?
Think global, act local. Timid. I don't know anything lah. Fuck it.
Okay. So, as I mentioned,
Yes.
in the previous part,
Yes.
I have two things to sort of like a rebuttal in a sense lah. Okay, so the first one you mentioned about
Your voice like soft.
yeah. Okay.
Jaga your voice. Your tone.
I should be saying that to you,
Why?
Mr. Cough.
No, as in the sound.
Oh, sound. Okay. Jaga your voice.
As in the tone.
Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is in response to what you said was about the going to war with Malaysians and Indonesians if there is a war. Okay. So because you see, promises have been broken before. Treaties. I'm talking about in a global sense. Treaties have been broken before. Wars and civil wars and such have erupted before because of broken treaties and such lah. Okay?
Silent break.
Yeah. So in a sense, I wouldn't say it is impossible that we would end up in a situation where we would have to go to war with Malaysians and Indonesians lah. It is most unlikely that such a situation would arise.
So
but then
where
again,
is the rebuttal?
wait lah, coming to it lah. I must build up slowly first one. So let's say someday, hopefully not, but let's say someday, we do end up going to war with the Indonesians or Malaysians, and like what you said, Malays have a family in Malaysia and Indonesia.
I personally have my auntie in Malaysia and my grandmother in Malaysia.
Okay. So I'm Muslim as well. Okay. Indian Muslim. Okay. I also have relatives in Malaysia. Okay. So the thing is, if you for this thing, right, you have to shift the context a bit to the religious aspect. Okay. It has been said that, okay, for us as Singaporeans, or no matter where you are lah, okay, if you are to go to war with your fellow Muslim, with your fellow Muslim, you as a person, as a Muslim, you have to defend your birthplace, as in your home place, where you are staying. Meaning to say, if let's say I have my male relatives from Malaysia, okay, we are at war, okay, I have to defend my home first. Not just because they are Muslims, not just because they are Malays or Muslims, they are same religion as me. No, I do not go to war with the non-Muslims. No, I have to fight you in accordance to the in Islamic context. Okay. So that is what it has been written in Hadith and all those things. Okay, you have to go to war with your fellow Muslims. You have to go to war with your fellow Muslims because the first thing you have to do is defend your home. Okay, so this first part, okay, finish already. Okay, I'm talking in that sense because of what you said. How can I fight my relative? How can I fight other Muslims? So if you are someone who follows Islam properly, and you are not just a basic Muslim or portrayal Muslim or short moment kind of Muslim. If you really want to follow,
Ramadan Muslim.
or Ramadan Muslim, if you want to follow Islam,
Mm-mm.
then you follow in this context.
Okay.
But yes, you have to fight with your own demons as well, lah.
Mm.
Meaning to say, it is not easy for anyone to how to say, go to war with your family members from a different country or different state and stuff lah. But it is what you have to do. Means it is what you have to do.
Okay, so can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So polite. That's polite.
Polite.
Okay, so what we saw like on the media for like the Palestinian Gaza, you know, like how they do it, right, is not only land attacks but air attacks, targeted attacks. So if you and I were fighter pilots, and we are ordered to fly past Malaysia, and you need to bomb the area where your family is, and I need to bomb the area my family is.
This is, you're talking in a sense where that we are starting the war, or we are following up with the war. I think we are defending our home.
So let's say lah.
Okay.
At any time lah.
Okay.
Both times also doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's an order lah.
Okay.
Because our deployment for today is to fly past and bomb. So can we do that? Will you be able to do that? So it suddenly become deep. This is a deep podcast. So because just now you were saying, in a sense where I defending my home.
Yes.
But serving the military is part of defending my home. So
Yes.
now we are fighter pilots. Our deployment is to go over and bomb. How?
What are we bombing?
That's
are we
the thing.
bombing a
You are
military
given
base?
the
Are
orders.
Are we bombing military base?
Okay. Now right now your
Are we
bomb,
bombing civilian areas? Because
your bomb has a radius.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Uh,
Correct. But my order is, what is my target? Is my target a civilian
like
area?
I said, you will never know lah. Because now they give you the coordinates, you go bomb there.
Okay.
Correct. Technically lah, you as a pilot, they give you coordinates,
Correct.
right?
But at,
And you
at the
key in
same
the
time,
key in the coordinates.
but at the same time, you will know the area, right?
Okay lah, be it you know or
Okay,
you
let's
don't
say
know.
let's say
Now-
for example,
now is-
they are asking me to bomb the defense base of Malaysia.
Okay.
Okay, and the radius falls in a area where I have
Of
my
course
relatives
there is,
there. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But you call them first lah.
No, nah, of course not. Nah. Yeah, I mean, you
You
cannot.
serious ah?
Yeah,
Or you
I would.
you're able to do that lah.
I would.
Mm.
I know a lot of people will think bullshit lah. This fella sure not.
Because
that or
honestly,
not.
I will not do it.
Okay, that's the thing. My
That's why Indians still can go. Malay cannot. That's the thing.
Okay, that's why I say you have to shift the context to a bit of religious manner lah.
But
then
even
it's a
religious
matters
also,
of your heart also.
religious
That I agree.
also, like, is a, you know, you must follow the laws of the land. You must, you know, follow your government, your ruling party. But yeah lah, true. This one goes beyond that.
Okay lah. I would lah. I would.
But this one lah, although like we arguing or whatever, the thing is we won't go to war.
Yes.
Okay,
true.
okay. But anyway, for content, yeah, carry on.
So yeah, like I said, it just depends on each individual person lah. Like for me, like I said, if I am someone who follows Islam, and I'm someone who I have to follow it to the dot as much as I can.
Okay.
So if I'm defending my hometown, and if yes, my relatives fall under the radius, then before I fly over and drop whatever I'm supposed to drop, I'll pray for them lah. Because at the end of the day, when they die, they are considered shahids, martyrs. Heaven is already written for them. So okay, and that's the thing. The thing is, they are most likely not even gonna, how to say, like.
But we cannot say in that sense lah, because like that, the Gaza issue, never mind lah, heaven is for them.
You,
Cannot say like that what?
no,
Okay, that one heaven is heaven. Then right now, the decapitated, the head fly go there, the stomach come out.
yeah, but that's all instant death.
Yelah.
You won't be able. You won't have the time or the whatever to even feel the pain. It's just gone. That's it.
I just want to say, be careful
Oh, sorry.
of the levels. Because I boosted yours.
Gone. Okay now. Yeah. So it is that lah. Okay.
Sorry guys.
So yes, I would and you won't. Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So just now you said there's two, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the second one is, just now you asked me like, what if let's say I have my own party, what are the changes I would make, or what are the things I would
Just
do?
now I don't want to answer. But
Yeah. You know me, right? And once get the flow, something will strike.
By the time finish the third part.
But at least it's third part.
Okay, go.
Okay, so the one of the thing I would change is, you see, for when you said
This one must record, put Insta story.
your what is that? Your IC, they put Malay, then your education is cheaper or something like that. Okay, so for Malays they have
Oi, what Malay?
For Indians, they have Sinda. Okay, I start Indian first lah. For Indians, they have Sinda. For Chinese, they have what?
CDAC.
CDAC, okay. Then they have like Buddhist lodge. And then for Malays, they have what, Mendaki, is it? Mendaki. Okay.
But that one is not ministry. Just now we are talking about
correct.
ministry.
No. So that's the thing. What the kind I'm talking about changes that I will do. Okay. So when you all need student bursary and what's the other one? Bursary and
handouts lah.
That kind of
in
thing.
General.
Okay, you all go to Mendaki. Correct? For Indians, they go to
Sinda.
For Chinese, they go to
CDAC.
Okay.
But Indian Muslim, I know. Can talk.
So the issue I will change is that the problem is because we are Indian Muslims, okay, I say Indian, but we are Muslims. So technically, we are under MUIS as well. Tiobo?
Tio Chi Hian.
So I have had this issue when I was studying and all those things, okay? When my parents needed to get me a bursary and all those things, okay? First, we went to Sinda because I say Indian ma. We went to Sinda. When we went to Sinda, they said, "Oh, but you're Muslim. You need to go to Mendaki." So we went to Mendaki. When we went to Mendaki, they said, "Oh, your IC say you're Indian. You must go to Sinda." You get what I mean? So at the end of the day, I never got any bursary from Sinda or Mendaki because of this one issue. And this is something that I face personally, and this is something that not just me. I have so many others in my personal friend circle, in my personal family, my cousins, my relatives. They have faced this same issue, and up till now, from the best of my knowledge, up till now, this is an issue for Indian Muslims.
Correct.
Okay. So why is it that way? At least, at the very least, what the government should have done is, okay, you sign up for, okay, let's say it's up to you, your individual preference. You are Indian Muslim, okay. You can sign up for Sinda, but you have to stick to Sinda throughout. Or you sign up for Mendaki and you stick to Mendaki throughout. Either you do that, or you just assign one organization for us lah, at the very least.
Wait, do Indian Muslims in Singapore, if they have a full-time job, does a portion of the salary goes to the mosque building fund?
Want to know something?
No, I'm asking. Yes, answer.
Wait. Yeah, correct. Want to know something?
Okay.
This is also another issue that Indian Muslims face. Not just me,
Okay.
okay, many other Indian Muslims I know. Do you know how many times my a portion of my salary
Mm.
was given to both Sinda and Mendaki
Sheesh. Okay lah, at
at
least
the same time?
the Mendaki one they put mosque building
Mosque
fund.
building fund.
So inshallah all good deeds will be to the mosque.
Okay.
Sinda, may,
Temple building fund.
may Lord Shiva be with you.
Okay.
Or Lord
You get
Ganesh.
what I mean? You want to give my it's just a tiny bit. I'm not saying it's
Yeah lah.
affecting my
That's why I say a portion
income or
lah.
what. It's a
Just
very
small.
tiny portion. But the thing is, the your heart
But
hurts.
when that happens, what do you do? Do you go to the HR or something?
Yeah, I tell them, why is it deducting both? Oh, because you're Indian Muslim. Oh, is it? I've spoken about this to the HR before. Do you know that when I was going, my parents were looking for bursary for me. Sinda never give me anything. Mandaki never give me anything. So now when I'm working, both want to take. So I take. I you don't want to help, but you want me to help you.
Actually, I actually ever gave out forms to opt out for this thing. Yeah, I was in a position where I had staff under me, and I had a particular staff who didn't want to. I shall not say the race lah. It's one of the races we have. So that particular staff didn't want his salary to be given to the organization. So there's a specific form that he needs to fill to opt out of it.
Correct.
So for yours,
yeah,
you
I
need
did the
to
same
write
thing.
2 forms lah.
Yeah, I did
One
the
here,
same
one
thing
there.
because you see, like I said, this is something that has hurt my heart before, and up till now, I still do feel hurt.
My heart is hurt.
Yeah, I still do feel hurt because you both, the two of y'all, when you're supposed to help me, even if either one had helped, I would have been okay. But both were not helping me. But then when it's time to take money from me, both happily take. Doesn't make
So
sense to me.
has it been happening all your life during employment?
Yeah. So whenever
Every
that
time you
happens,
come a new place?
yeah. So I have
Like-
to opt
like
out.
that.
I have to opt out. Okay. So I did opt out from Mendaki and Sinta, and I actually I didn't want to this one because, like I said, I was angry, I was hurt. So I didn't want to go ahead with that. But then after a while, I was thinking, Muiz actually mosque building, okay lah, mosque building, okay lah. So I decided to go ahead with the this one because at the end of the day,
MBF.
yes, mosque building funds, foundation fund.
Fun.
So I decided to go for that. But initially I was very pissed. So back to my bursary times. Guess who helped me out without any form of
I
discrimination?
think of course you ever shared this with me,
Yes.
but I let you tell the story lah, because it's your story.
Okay. This foundation, okay, I am not a part of this foundation in any way. Okay. But they helped me out without asking any questions. This was the Singapore Buddhist Lodge. Singapore Buddhist Lodge actually helped me get help me and basically my father helped me get so many bursaries, and there's one more thing they helped me, I can't remember the name, without any questions asked. You get what I mean? So to the point that there was a point of time where I was actually since I opted out for the both, I was like thinking maybe I should just donate, as in I should give a portion of my salary to the Buddhist Lodge.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Because they help.
Yeah, exactly. Meaning to say, I know that if my funds is going to them, they will help countless of others, regardless of race, language, or religion. It's just a matter of the family's financial capabilities. That's the only thing that matters to them. They don't care what race you are. They don't care what religion you are. They are out there to help, and they help. So this is something that if, let's say, BBQ party, this is something that I would how to say, change.
So if you have a party, meaning you are the government, you'll change this.
Yeah.
But meaning you are dropping per se lah. You are dropping a legislation, a law that states these NGOs. Are they NGOs? No, these organizations lah.
I think Buddhist Lodge is an NGO, if I'm not wrong.
The tone.
Oh, yeah?
It just busted.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
anyway.
my mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So you want to drop a law governing these organizations that they must help certain segments of
I
the
wouldn't really
community.
call it law per se lah. I think
Because
I would
only a law that is set in stone can make them do certain things.
Okay, so in that case,
Mm.
okay, then if you want to put it that way, then if a law has to be passed, if a legislation has to be passed for this, then yes, it you see it doesn't really, or at least in my mind, it doesn't really take that much. It's not really that hard to do lah. Like I said, Indian Muslim, you just choose one, just let them choose one and stick to that throughout the rest of their life. Maybe you tell them, okay, you choose this, okay, you have to stick to this. You cannot anyhow suka change here, suka change there, that kind of thing. Or at the very least, like I said, give them an option.
Yeah, I so wondering like for converts, right, or reverts how is it like? Like example, like if it's a Chinese revert, then they come to
I'm pretty sure
Islam,
they would switch to MBF lah.
maybe lah, or
I mean,
maybe
that
the
would make the
first
most
few
sense.
months is limbo. Don't know lah. But
Maybe
anyway, like,
maybe.
it's just a thought lah. But if you know, come comment down below.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep. So this is what I would do lah.
awesome. But is there any other things that you want to do?
Any other things?
Actually, there's apart from, like, for me lah, apart from the war, I think they should have like checks and balances in all industries. Like for example, like F&B, right? Like sometimes you see certain eateries, I never say the name, like they have more foreign workers than the locals. Yeah, and also I don't mind having higher overheads, like paying more for daily necessities, including transportation and food, so that the locals can actually get paid more. Yeah, like example, like now you take the bus $1 plus, $1 plus. So even if it reach $3, it's fine. Like the taxi is supposed to be like in Japan, people one time sit down the taxi $100 plus. So fuck it lah. In Singapore also do that. You want to be fucking world class, right? Do that lah. So it's fine. You see people go overseas, they can pay, but in their own country they cannot pay.
Right? Okay, so
okay, wait. Now the next thing you argue, our locals. So when everything go up, the salary also go up. So it commands a higher salary even. So even like low paying jobs, for example cleaning services, like condo cleaning services, they can bump up 4,000-5,000 no issue. Because why? The contract itself is expensive.
Correct.
Why? The condo example, the condo residents are paying higher prices for their conservancy charges, and HDB dwellers now they pay town council, maybe they times 3 lah, then they pay times 3 more expensive, then also equates to the salary of whoever maintaining goes to a local instead of calling foreign workers.
Makes sense.
So everything go up, so but make sure your salaries go up, then it is fair lah, it is nice lah, it's balanced lah.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you see, they what they tend to do is they actually compare.
But they don't want to. They compare all the shit things.
Yes.
Sorry,
And
I have to say what it is lah.
That's the thing. They compare, even if they compare the differences and the jumps in salary. It doesn't make sense at all when compared to property prices rising, cost of living rising. Your pay, yes, your pay goes up, but the like what you say, it is not balanced.
So like there needs to be like you all like to play cooling measures. I play like this one at a fucking fair scale. At level playing field. They like to use this word, right? Level playing field. I play it that way lah. Everything also increase, including the salary.
I mean, we are not well versed in politics or what lah. But if we are actually speaking from a very layman and with very basic knowledge of politics and stuff that we
I
have
thought
lah.
like real, yeah.
But no, but that's the thing.
Yeah, but
But
that's a point lah.
that
Across.
is what makes sense to us.
Mm.
Because you see, like what we said, very straightforward. We know already everything is rising, but our pay is not. Our pay is not rise. It is rising, yes, but it's not rising in accordance and in equality as the property prices and the cost of living. It doesn't make sense.
So if you need to pay things high, but whatever income you have is also high, then it makes sense lah. Because it justifies everything.
Yeah.
Like for example, now you go to the MRT, you eat the nasi lemak, you still can get $253. Right? So imagine if they increase the salary of all the workers there, then the nasi lemak become $5. It's still doable. Right?
Yeah.
So the MRT or anywhere in Singapore, the basic is normal $250. Normal $3 is $5. But everyone's salary increase.
Correct.
And the hawkers also, they increase their prices. Although the supplies, the prices will also increase. But like I said, like everything is increased in tandem. In tandem.
Condom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Condom.
Yeah. No. You see, another thing is instead of giving handouts every now and then, yeah, it's a temporary
And they like
solution.
to increase the tax. Increase lah. People earn more.
Yes.
You increase.
Correct.
No problem.
Correct. Increase the salary. Increase
The
base
ceiling,
salary.
right? They increase the increment over the few years, right? I increase some more.
Yes.
It's fine.
Correct.
Because like
you're talking about instead of giving handouts every now and then, you're just saying increase the salary, right?
Increase
it kind of
salary,
makes sense.
increase the tax.
Yes.
But everything increase in tandem.
Talking about GST tax and stuff. GST, are they going to increase again this year or next year, something like that? Is there any talks about it?
9%, yeah, stagnant. Yeah. I think it will be there. But there may be revisions due to the US tariffs thingy. There may be. I will not be surprised if they choose to.
So meaning to say it might increase.
Yeah, because it affects with whatever there is ongoing with the US tariff situation, right?
Okay.
Yeah lah, like that lah.
Okay.
Like example lah, like China, they export out electronics to the US. But you see, they export out to US. Also, the US, it belongs to the US. Right? Example, iPhone.
Correct.
It's manufactured in China but assembled in let's say California. Example lah. So all the parts come from China. What? So in order to export out this, okay, example like they have the micro lens, you have the chip. So individual parts, right, they ship out to China's to US. So all the parts already itself is cost.
Yeah.
So it will actually increase the price of the phone and stuff.
True.
Technically, he pawned his own people also lah.
Yeah, he is another episode on its own lah. Actually, I have something to say.
So we'll have a spillover effect lah to Singapore.
Yeah. I actually have something to say, but we will way overshoot the
Why cannot?
No, cannot. Cannot.
3,000, 5,000.
Really cannot. This one I want to talk will at least take about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay lah.
Yeah.
Maybe we come to another episode if you want.
Maybe we can touch about this a little bit.
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I did as well. So
because
weird.
you're in the company of me.
I
will blatantly say it.
I thought it was the coffee.
No. Yeah. So
okay.
It's the coffee.
I enjoyed myself. He enjoyed himself for this episode, and we hope you guys have as well.
All right.
Up till then, stay tuned for another episode of Cookie Marks. Ciao, chin, ciao, peace.
See you. Peace. Increase the salary.
Merdeka.
Increase the salary.
Merdeka.
Increase the tax.
Merdeka.
Increase.
Hey, you know that. Close that.
Bye.